Hey guys, Jeff here, Dice Setters. I next time I meet up with Tinton, I think I might try to talk him into videoing his uh his introduction for my channel because he does it so much better than I do. I think. And see if he'd be up for that. I don't know. I got an email within 30 minutes ago, and I wanted to share this with you. If I were to say yes to this person, I could have 250 YouTube views at just 88 cents. 500 YouTube subscribers, 25 bucks. 500 YouTube likes for $7.50. 100 shares for a buck 12. 100 watch hours for $5. 500 comments for 25 bucks. And then the live stream prices, they vary. You say, why am I telling you that? Both my channel, my wife's channel, I can honestly say we have not done that. She so badly wants to get to 1,000, and I so badly want to see her to get to 1,000. That way we can go live. We're not doing that. We're not playing that game. If we play that game, that just shows us our channel, her channel, my channel, her channel. Yeah, it's just being empty. Not good enough to sustain, people, viewers. We should probably just give up. She has the viewers. She has the watch time hours. She just needs to have the subscribers. How can you tell? And I've looked at some craps channels. I have looked at some slot channels. How can you tell if somebody is buying into this? It's very simple, extremely simple. I can tell you who's doing it and who's not doing it. Watch them through their videos. If 1 week all of a sudden they have 3 times, 4 times the amount of likes, comments, and views, and it keeps on that direction, they bought into it. They wanted to hurry their channel up and not sit there and grow like a family. It's not that important to me to sit there and say, well, I got to have 300,000 subscribers, because it's empty. You look at the comments too. If you see that boost of increase and you see the boost of comments, read the comments. They're empty comments. Also, see how many times that person that owns that channel has commented back to the comments. I pride myself into reaching out and trying to answer every comment. Sometimes they go by me. Sometimes I might see them 6 months later. I might answer them or whatever. But that's just me. That's me doing it. I don't have other people doing it for me. That's just me sitting there saying, "Oh, well, somebody sat there and commented. I will comment back or do whatever." Be careful. That's all I got to sit there and say. There was talk recently about why, basically poking fun at people that go to the casinos with they have a $5 table. Why don't you go on the strip? Why don't you go downtown? Why don't you go to a table that starts at 25? Why don't you go to a casino that they have $50 tables? There are some of you that don't know how to pick a table. So if it were me, based on the experience I know right now, this is how I pick a table or casino. Because if you kind of pick a table and you like playing at that table, it's kind of hard to always be staying at one place and go, man, I want to play some game of craps, and then having to drive to that table and then drive back. So that's why I make table and casino basically one. for me, it's got to have a bonus. If it does not have a bonus, it does not interest me whatsoever. It'd be like playing without a progressive on a slot machine, playing without a minor, a major, a mini, a grand. So why are you playing it? That's just icing on the cake. Yes, you can play a slot machine without the mini, the minor, the major, the grand. They have ultra and all the other ones. But why would you? Because that maxed out major at $1,000. Yeah, baby, I see that one. That one's going to be mine. That's what I sit there and look forward to. Just like when I'm at a craps table and I see the all tall small. Yeah, baby, that one's mine. There are many different types of bonuses. You have a repeater, you have a fire bet, you have the all tall small. Those are the three I know. There's probably more. I prefer to have the all tall small. Say why? Repeater bet. I've only played it with 10 ton and it's only at the Virgin, and I won absolutely no money on it whatsoever. Um, I was by myself the very first time I walked into the Virgin. If I had played it, I would have walked out a millionaire. But I saw it, didn't play it, and then when I was with 10 ton, I did play it. The fire bet. I'm a dice setter. I have many, many dice sets to choose from. I know other people do it differently. It doesn't mean that they're right, or I'm right, they're wrong, or I'm wrong. Just put that aside. I'm going to pick the dice set that I can get as many rolls as possible without rolling a 7. That's my full objective. So if my first dice set that I try at the table brings me to 20, 30 rolls, I'm going to stick with that. I'm not going to go, I wonder if that other one will give me more. 20, 30 rolls, it will get me to where I need to go. I have no problems at all with going and say, there's no reason for me to change it. Some people sit there and say, well, don't you want to change it to get the all tall small? Because if you continually do the same thing, you're only going to be hitting a certain amount of groups of numbers, which you saw on my live feed, the first live feed I had, and lots of 8s, lots of 9s. Yes, but just remember that the all tall small is a bonus. It's just an extra additive. My biggest goal is not hitting a 7. My second biggest thing, not hitting a 7, and the second one would be, I guess, to hit the same number over and over again. You say, why? Because I know I can press that. I know I can sit there and take it up. I know I can sit there and keep on building on that one number. I try not to focus my attention on, man, I need to roll an 11, or man, I need to roll a 12. Once you do that, you're going to lose concentration and you're going to roll something you don't want to roll. All tall small is cool, but you got to put that out of your mind and sit there and say anything but a 7. When you're playing slots, everybody wants a hand pay. You can get a hand pay on 2-cent denomination. You even get a hand pay on 1-cent denomination. It's a little bit harder, but 2-cent denomination, you get a hand pay on that. Easy. The thing to get one is you try not to think about it. You just sit there and try to sit there and make money. And then all of a sudden, you're in a bonus and you go, wow, I have a hand pay now. A hand pay would be anything over $1,200. Hopefully they'll pass a law that will change that. So we don't have to sit there and wait forever for the slot attendant to give us money. Hopefully they increase it to like $5,000 and something like that. We don't have to ever worry about that unless you hit a major jackpot. The next thing would have to be the dealers. So bonus, yes. All tall small, fantastic. The dealers. Sometimes the dealers, they just ruin it for me. I'm in a business that, we have to have customer service. to some extent. They say the customer is always right. That's incorrect. Most of the time, the customer's wrong. It's your job to show the customer what is wrong about what they're stating. Sometimes the customer can lead you into the wrong direction by telling you what's wrong with their car. It doesn't start. Well, does it crank or does it not crank? Well, I think it's the battery. Does it crank? Oh, yeah, it cranks. Well, if it cranks, how can it be the battery? The engine's going round and round. It's just not continuing once you let go of the key. There's nice ways of dealing with customers that will make them appreciate your shop, your talents, and continue to shop with you. Same thing with dealers. There are times I sit there and say the wrong amount, and the dealer goes, "What?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, what? Just yeah, that perfect." I'm thinking about 1,000 different things, and sometimes I'm wrong. Sometimes I give them the wrong money and say, I want 6 and 8 3 units, and they're like, "Well, Jeff, you only gave me $25. Can't do that." Understandable, as long as they don't talk down to me. The worst one that I've had, and even my wife was with us, was with me. The Station Casino, not the one that's downtown, and not the new one they just built. But they're just. It's almost like you walked into a TSA that's playing craps. It was horrible. I'm not going to go back again. Have no interest in going back to them. None whatsoever. Harris. For some reason, Harris absolutely hates me. I've tried to go back. Same thing happens. I don't know. I don't know if the technology is so good that they're like, "Oh, we're going to sit there and be bad to this guy one more time." I don't know. But trust me, Harris, anything Harris, won't touch foot in. Don't want it, don't like it. Nope, not doing it. Not getting my money. The Golden Nugget, the pit boss is extremely rude. Extremely rude. Why would I want to go back there? If the pit bosses are rude and I'm trying to concentrate not to roll a 7, do you think that's going to get under my skin? Do you think I'm going to sit there and be thinking, "Man, that stupid pit boss"? I'm supposed to be thinking about, no, don't need to roll a 7. Not going to go back. There's no sense of me going back. I've played their slot games. Their slot games are horrible. Tight, very tight. Now, another thing that has it for me is tables that are more bouncy than they should be. Ellis had a table called the trampoline. And believe it or not, I could get the all tall small on that trampoline. There are some tables that are that bouncy that you can't, no control of whatsoever. It doesn't matter if you roll it, it doesn't, no reason. One roll, 7. One roll, 7. So the tables can't be too bouncy. Things that don't matter to me, table denomination. I could be at a $5 table, $25 table, $50 table. I'd probably draw the line at $50 table. But that doesn't matter to me. My $5 tables, I play like they're $25 tables anyways. There were some comments about, well, why would you sit there and go to a $5 table? It'd be like, I like playing high roll slots. But I do it all the time? No. I go there every once in a while and then go off to the regular ones. I don't sit there and beat myself up trying to get a bonus off of something that's going to cost me $50 a spin, $100 a spin, $250 a spin. There's no sense. There's no sense. And there's no sense for somebody to sit there and make that comment, well, you shouldn't belittle yourself at a $5 table. It'd be like me sitting there saying, okay, we're going to learn how to play slots today. Everyone's got to start at the high limit. That doesn't make any sense to me. Comps. They are important to me, but don't give me cookware from Timu. No, thank you. I used to be a professional cook. I have professional cooking tools. And you see the cookware that they're trying to pawn off of. Oh, if you only get, 500 points, you'll have this. So what? I can throw it away in 3 weeks when it doesn't work right? Comps have got to be something that's going to benefit me now and later on down the road. Comps like casino, a free play. Comps like, hey, you want to come to the Raiders game for free? Yeah, sure, why not? Don't watch much football. I do have my Cardinals hat on, but sure, why not? That'd be an experience that I'll never get to, have, before. Want to go to a concert at Allegiant Stadium for free? Sure, why not? Oh yeah, Rolling Stones is playing. Sweet, awesome, love it. Those are the comps that matter to me, not freaking cookware that you can get from Timu for 99 cents. And yet, I've been to casinos and see fights break out over this cookware. I don't know. Here are some things to consider. The biggest casino footprint right now in Vegas is Caesars. If you know anything about Caesars, they will run it to the ground, much like they did the Link Promenade. And 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I don't remember. There used to be a craps table at the corner of the glass exit onto the strip. The very back, there'd be glass, and then there'd be a bar that would open up during the summertime. That was the best table I've ever played at. I don't know what it was about that table, but I could win all the time. On the weekends, they would open up at 10 o'clock. I knew that table. I liked that table. I told my wife we need to be at this table when they open up at 10. We were there at 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, we still didn't have a seat at that table because the people got there so early to stand in line to wait for that table to open. The next day, we got there at 8. There were still people waiting for that table to open. That's how good that table was. It was right in the corner. It was linked. That table, I don't know what happened to that table. As soon as they found out people are waiting for this table, out it went. Like I said, Caesar's going to run it to the ground. And they have proof of running it to the ground. So why would you want to sit there and focus your attention on the strip? Here are some facts. The strip, right now, they're going through their third month of profit decreasing. Nevada's up. It's not like people stopped gambling for last month. It's not that way at all. Or the last 3 months. It's up, but it's not up with the strip. You say, well, where's the extra revenue coming from? It's got to be downtown and the standalone casinos. I don't know any information about the standalone casinos, but I can tell you that downtown is up. Downtown is up big time. They're doing things correctly in downtown. It is not somebody going in to a baccarat table and just throwing tons of money to it, which can happen and can show a spike of revenue. It could be, because they do play high limit baccarat, huge, but that's not the case. So when people sit there and say, why don't you play the strip? Well, no one's playing the strip. The past 3 months, it's going down. Why? It has to be because of customer service. It has to be because people are winning more money playing off the strip. That's the only thing I can think of. If you have a comment about why it is that the Strip has lost 3 months in a row revenue, and why it is that downtown continually eats up that revenue lost by the Strip, leave me a comment. I like to know what you see. Tell me what you see. Is it because of customer service? Is it because people are just fed up with it? So when people say, well, why don't you go to the Strip? Another reason why I don't go to the Strip. I like going to concerts. There's some that are at Resorts World. There's some that are at the Wynn. Pretty much any casino will have a concert, especially on the Strip. But have you seen the way that those people dress? Have you seen the way I dress? I'm not dressing up. Not doing it. I will stick out like a sore thumb. I don't care. I'm not going to sit there and do that. Do I have money? Yes. Am I going to dress like I have money? No way. Not in your life. Not doing it. It puts myself at risk. People around me that are with me at risk. I look the same here as I do if I were to sit there and take a trip to Mexico. I don't put any bling on whatsoever. The most expensive thing I have are my shoes and my hat. And that's the way I roll. I see no need whatsoever of doing that. The casino that I stay at, Ellis Island, I get hungry, they feed me. When I go to the Strip, are they going to feed me if I get hungry? They will, for a big price tag. If I want to go to Ellis and have 4 steaks for lunch or dinner, will they still feed me? Yeah, they would. They wouldn't ask any questions about it. That was Jeff. Yeah, right off. That's the reason how come I picked the casino I picked. Yes, there's a $5 table in Ellis. Yes, there's a $10 table at Ellis. Yes, sometimes the $5 table becomes a $25 table. Is the bounce exactly the way I want at Ellis? No. No. Are the comps exactly the way I want at Ellis? They're good. Yeah, I would have no complaints. None whatsoever. Bonus, all tall, small. $5, $10, $25, $500 max. No, $5,000. $5,000 max on the $5 table. 10 times odds. If you sit there and balk at $5,000 max bet, you're definitely playing at the wrong place. I've never had $5,000 on any square. Ever. I've never had $1,000 on any square. I don't plan to. I try to keep a low profile. You seen the way I bet? I'm not going to put $1,000 on any of these numbers. Crazy? No, not happening. So the video that will follow this one, the extra video, is from a viewer, and he wanted me to try this at my table. I have not practiced this. You say, why? Because I don't want to change the outcome of somebody's idea. I don't want to sit there and jinx it. I don't want to sit there and put my thought into it. I do have thoughts about it by reading it, but I'm going to keep those to myself. But this is what he does. And it wasn't for a random roller. So I'm going to be doing the rolling. I'm not going to be particularly careful by the way I roll, but I do hope to have a long roll. We'll see. Thanks for watching. All right, guys, we have $1,000 right here. This is confession time. I played this myself, and it was very, very ugly. See how ugly it was? But They didn't say if there should be a random roller or not. I was figuring it was me betting, me throwing, but it was super, super ugly. We have 90 bucks on 6 and 8, and it's on. And we have a $200 don't pass with nothing, no hedge bet whatsoever. All right, go give me a roll. We have a 6. Here's 105. When you land on 6 or 8, you move all the money on the point. Let me go through my notes to make sure that is right. No, that is not right. My bad. If the point is a 6 or 8, go down to 30 on the 6 and 8 and 75 on the don't. Okay, so this goes down to 75, and we're doing 30. I knew there was something wrong with that. No, I'm not a dealer. We have a 7. This seems to be going a lot better than the last one. Look, it's off. We win 75. The bet 200. Go back to 90. Have it on for the come out roll. Six. And pay 105. Take this down to 75. $30 on the 6, $30 on the 8. Mark 6. Six again. We lose our 75. We get paid for our 6. And this is same roller. So I'm guessing you go back to what we started with. If I'm wrong, you know, story of my life. And we'll have this on. And it's an 8. Mark the 8. Put in 75. Paid 105. All right. 5. Nothing. Nothing happens. Eight. We lose this guy. We get paid for 8. Well, you better be tipping your dealer for this kind of a betting system. 6. Breaking out in sweat here. 105. Seven. Alrighty. 8. Well, there's actually supposed to be something different if her point is not 6 and 8, but being that her point continues to be 6 and 8, you'll never see that. Paid for the 6 and 8. I guess the 8 should say. Go down. 75. Nine. Nothing happens. 8. We lose 75. Paid for 8. Come out. Back up. Nine. We finally get to do something different. Alright. Read my rules here. Hit point is 4, 5, 9, or 10. Same bet. So we don't change a thing. 10. 8. We collect on the first one. The second one, we can either go up by half of what's in the box of the 6 and 8, or we can give ourselves a $25 4, 5, 9, or 10. So we'll collect off of that. That was our first collection, our first hit. Our second hit, we get to buy, I think we're going to buy a box. 7. Hear that, shooter? Win 200. Lose this. Six. Card 6. Pay for 6. Recess down. 30. What?
Take your 200 down to 75.
No, that's right. Midnight. Box cutters. Card 10. See if she can do card 8. Nope. 9. All the way down.
Yeah.
6. Lose this guy. Paid for 6. That comes off. 200 there. Some quarters here. All right. 7. We lose 200. Oh. These should have been on as well. So not only would I have lost the 200 the last time, I would have lost 180. And I lost 200, another 180. Huge hit. 9. So we got finally a one that is not the 6 and 8. And we hit our 6. That's our first hit. We collect 105. The second time, we can buy ourselves a box number. 3. Yo. 9. And we lose 200 bucks. Maybe I'm just doing something wrong. I don't know. I just can't imagine. Don't know. 7. Yay. I lose a lot. Here was my 200. It's 100, 50, 60, 70, 80. No, that's not. 10, 20.
I don't think I like this strategy.
No. It didn't work for me when I was the shooter, and it did not work for me when you're the shooter.
So you're gonna do it one more time?
Yep.
Well, that's all the money we got?
That's all I got. 6.
And I like these dice from Casino Tears.
They very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that they'd allow us to bring them in and just roll with them. It's a 6, so we go down. Yes, I like to roll with my own dice. What? Oh yeah, they're marked and everything. Okay. Down. They go for like a big balloon. Lead balloon. 7. That's the end of that. I won 75. I lose that. I can't imagine ever coming up. The guy who suggested this said big bankroll, but I mean, the $200 on the pass line, on the don't pass line, and having the 6 and 8 working for the come up roller is a killer. It's a killer. I don't care if you had a $2,000 bankroll or $4,000 bankroll. It is not working on this table. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying it does not work on this table. Tell me what you guys think. I'll have no problems of rolling anybody's strategy, and if I get it wrong, then blame me. It's okay. Brian Christopher always blames Raymond, and someone even brought in a shirt that says Raymond's fault. So I don't have Raymond, so you just blame me. That's fine. And if I did it wrong, sit there and say oh, you should have actually been up $2 grand by this point. Well, let me know. I'd be more than interested in that. But $500 down, and we yeah, that just hurts. There's me almost losing 400 in a roll, and we did 400 back to back. There needs to be some kind of stop or something for that. At least I think so. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can always get a shirt that says blame my random roller.
Oh, that's it. That's what I need. I need a shirt that says blame my random roller. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe.
Thanks, guys.